Howdy, y'all. It's so annoying that I'm chewing gum. I'm sorry. I just had something really garlicky, so I'm like, trying to get all this like gum flavor up in there. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I did a video about how I found out my sister was pregnant, and I told y'all I'd make a video about why I despise the father of her child. Why I despise her sperm donor. So here goes nothing. Once upon a time, my sister had this friend, him, and they were friends in high school. I liked him in high school, like no big deal, like cool guy. Everyone's pretty much cool in high school until they're not. Then we start going to college, and like she's still friends with like, she was dating the guy that she lost her virginity to at the time. And her baby daddy were just friends. And they all used to hang out with like the same crowd of people. And Gabby was friends with this chick who ended up hooking up with her baby daddy, and they ended up in a relationship together. Lived together, everything, the whole shebang. Her baby daddy then proceeded years later to pursue my sister and cheat on his girlfriend. Mind you, don't get it wrong. Was it cool that Gabby was a side chick? No. Yeah, pretty much can't really back her up on that mistake right there. I don't condone cheating by any means. I've never cheated on anyone I've ever been with in my life. Not even dudes that I'm dating. So like, I just feel like if people cheat, you should just not be in a relationship. That's how I see it. I know other people see it differently, but besides the point. So one day, I guess, he like showed up at the crib and he parked the car, and Gabby fucked him in the car, maybe the back seat, maybe the front seat. I don't really know the details because I choose not to know my sister's sexual life. Like, I don't need to know if a guy flipped her over and ate her vagina for 20 minutes. I'm just not interested in that. So anyways, what she told me was that she knew almost instantly after they had sex that, oh my god, this guy came inside me, and basically that she was possibly pregnant. Why she didn't take a plan B is beyond me, but she didn't. So she ended up finding out that she was pregnant. I guess before she broke the news to the family, it's when she went to the abortion clinic with her baby daddy, who was pushing her into getting an abortion because he cheated and he didn't want a child. Well, that's so funny because, hello guys, when you have sex with a female, she doesn't get pregnant by herself. It takes two people to get pregnant. You chose to cheat on your girlfriend, and you chose to come in another female. The possibility of some shit going down is 50-50, so nobody feels bad for you. Not a single fucking person. Okay? Even people that are in relationships. Okay? Let's take the cheating out of it, baby daddy, whatever situation out of it. If you sleep with a man without a condom and he comes inside you, he knows the risk. He knows that at some point you could hit him up and say, hey, remember that one night we like watched a movie on your Netflix, drank a little too much wine, smoked a little too much weed, didn't use a condom, and you came inside me? Well, hey, now I'm pregnant with your child. That's a possibility. So I don't feel bad for men that get bitches pregnant and then say they don't want a kid. Oh, you don't want a kid? I'm sorry. When you were fucking me and you came inside me, pretty sure you did, because you knew there was a risk. You knew that was a chance that we were taking. So I don't feel bad for you. So ladies, if you ever get pregnant, don't ever let a man tell you you can't have that child. I'm sorry, excuse me? Who are you to make this motherfucking decision? You ain't shit except a motherfucker who chose to come inside my vagina. That's right, you came inside my vagina. I didn't steal your sperm. So she told us later that they went to the clinic. He was like freaking out the whole way there because whatever, he's a dick. And then her insurance card was spelled incorrectly, so she decided at that very moment, I'm not having an abortion, I'm having a kid. And she didn't tell me at the time, she didn't tell me till after, that he was just like very verbally abusive. Called her every name in the book. called her like basically blaming her for his indiscretion and for ruining his life. But he can only blame himself. So that's reason number one why I hate him. Not only is my sister pregnant with your child, but she's pregnant and she's hormonal and she's emotional. The last thing she needs is you to make her feel like shit. So whatever, baby shower day comes. Gabby spends all day getting ready. Not only is she planning the whole baby shower by herself, because like at this time in my life, I was, honestly, there's no excuse, but I still was not accepting of the fact that she was having a child and we weren't having kids at the same time. So like she basically planned the whole baby shower by herself. So all day long she's like setting up, then she comes home and she glams, and like we all leave because she wants to have like this big entrance into the venue with her baby daddy. So we leave and we go and we're all waiting and waiting and waiting, and people are eating because she's taking so long to get there, and people are dancing and drinking and like having a good time, and she's still not there. This motherfucker showed up, I don't know if it was an hour or an hour and a half late, to pick her up, to bring her to her own goddamn baby shower because he just didn't want to go. Because he still couldn't believe that he was having a child. So she comes, her makeup that was fully glammed is like, you could tell that she's been fucking crying. My uncle looks like he wants to commit murder from across the room. It's just like, oh my God. This is supposed to be like a perfect event for her, and you ruined it. Another thing that you ruined. So, another reason why I hate him. And she told me that before the baby shower, he was like, you look fat and disgusting. You're horrible. You're so ugly. Like, how do you say that to now the mother of your child? On a day where she's celebrating the fact that your child is almost in this world. Oh my God, I hate his guts. I hate his guts. Anyways, so now it's delivery day. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to take that out because it's really rude. So now she's about to give birth. She's having a C-section, so it was scheduled. And when I show up at the hospital with my best friend, after I got out of work, Victor's nowhere around, like nowhere in sight. I'm like, where is this motherfucker? Like, what? So he was complaining that his ear hurt, or maybe it was his tooth. Something on his body hurt, and he went to the emergency room. Okay, so while my sister is giving birth to their child, he's somewhere in the hospital because his tooth hurts, or his tummy hurts, or something hurts. Basically, he couldn't deal with the fact that he's about to witness the birth of his own child. That's what happened. So, at this point, he has moved in with us. He is now a part of the family. Not really, because everyone fucking hates him. My dad hates him. My mom hates him. Everyone's basically just dealing with him because he's my sister's baby daddy. So my dad gets him a job. He's using my mom's car to get to and from work. He'll come home from work after Gabby has been literally with the newborn all day. He'll eat whatever food is left over from dinner. He'll then go into the bathroom on his phone and sit on the shitter, like on his phone taking a dump, for about an hour before he got in the shower. And then when he got out of the shower, Marcellus was most likely asleep because Gabby already did all the work. He is literally the most useless human being I have ever witnessed in my life. Like the epitome of like, why were you even born? And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. He brings no positivity into this world at all. Like he did not witness, oh, so mind you, let's scrap all that. He was using my mom's car to go to work that he got fired from to cheat on my sister while she's at home taking care of a child. Yeah, I would say I have a motherfucking problem with him. Wouldn't you? So, anyways, besides the point, he is a loser. And I hate to say that my sister had a child with a loser, but she in fact had a child with a loser. Loser with a capital L, y'all. Loser. So, she gets cast for Marriage Boot Camp. They want me to go out to make a guest appearance. And I'm like, yeah, bet. All right, cool. So at this point, I already hate him. I've been hating him. He knows I hate him. Like, me and him couldn't even get through like a family dinner without arguing. I'm like, say one more word, and he'll like talk shit to me like it's acceptable. Like, he talks shit to females like he's gonna swing on you. And I'm like, I fucking dare you. I dare you. Please hit me. I still to this moment wonder if he's ever hit my sister. Because, like, I've read some of his texts. I've seen the way he talks to my sister in person. Like, toxicity at its finest. And I always wondered, yo, what has happened when no one is around? Because, like, someone is always in the crib. My mom, my dad, me. Somebody was always around, but I wonder what went down when no one was around. You know what I'm saying? So they go to Mary's boot camp. I make a pop-up. The look on his face when I come out is, like, insane. He's just so upset. He's like, fuck this. He called me a cunt on national television. They obviously didn't show that. And he's like freaking out, swearing at me, swearing at Gabby, saying the most hurtful, most disgusting things you could possibly think of. And in this moment, he thinks he's so cool because he's on a reality show. Like, he thinks when he gets back to Lawrence, every chick in Lawrence is going to want to suck his dick because he had a 5-minute time slot on reality TV. And you're only there because my sister unfortunately had a child with you. And unfortunately, unfortunately, you were ever a part of the equation. I wish she had Marcellus and he was not, like, not even part of the, I literally can't even. Anytime I think of him, it's like, it makes my stomach turn. And it's, at some point, like, I used to always have his back until I saw his texts. I saw the way he talked to her in person. All the little things started adding up, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who is this dude? He's very manipulative. He's conniving. He can make the whole world think that you're wrong when in fact he's wrong because he hates himself so much. And I get sometimes, like, when your dad or your mom's not in the picture, like, you end up having, like, similar situations happen to you. Like, his dad wasn't in the picture, so maybe he thinks he'll be a shitty dad. Well, how do you know if you're going to be a shitty dad or not if you've never even tried? He didn't see Marcellus's first steps. He wasn't around for Marcellus's first words. He wasn't around for anything, really. So me and him were going at it so bad at marriage boot camp that they actually kicked me off set because they said I was just adding more drama instead of fixing it. And my sister called my parents every day crying, hysterical, and all of my sister's baby daddy stuff was packed in garbage bags, and my dad would not let him step foot back into the house. And even now, to this day, my dad will, like, still try to be like, let him see his kid, and, like, they'll make dates to meet him at a restaurant or do this and do that, and he won't show up. Or he'll bail. He's literally a non-existent father. I told Gabby it'd be easier to just explain to Marcellus when he got older that his father died. Then explain to him that his father is this shell of a human being, because that's going to confuse him, and we don't want Marcellus to ever be confused about the love that he has had in his life for the love that he lacked from his father. And that's why I hate him. So that's what happened on marriage boot camp. I know a lot of you wanted me to do a specific video about that, but all that happens is I showed up, and it was like screaming, a screaming match for 2 days straight until they kicked me off set. And then we got back, and Gabby never looked back. She was done with that motherfucker. And still to this day, she'll try to give him little chances here and there, and he'll fuck him up, and he'll fuck him up, and he'll fuck him up. And it's just done. You know, you're a fucking loser of a father when your baby mom has full custody, and you didn't even show up to court to try to fight it. Like, you're a bum ass dude. The only blessing that came out of such a shitty situation is Marcellus, but it sucks because I see my sister, like, literally doing everything on her own without, like, a man around, and it's hard. I will have to say, if I ever get pregnant, I don't want to be in the same situation that Gabby was in. I wouldn't want to do that, and I wouldn't want my kid to go through that, and I commend her for being who she is and what type of mom she is every day of her life, because I know it's hard. And she's a superwoman, and Marcellus will know that always and forever. And when he's old enough, he will know about his dad, and I will be that aunt right there to tell him, fuck that dude. fuck that dude. Don't let him come back into your life 17, 18 years later. Fuck that motherfucker. He had an opportunity. He had plenty of opportunities to be your dad, and he chose not to. He can go fuck himself. So Marcellus, when you get older and you see this, your dad is a piece of shit, your TT hates his guts, and you have plenty of love. You never needed his. Unfortunately so. So that's why I hate my sister's baby daddy. I will never make a video about him again, unless of course I cross paths with him. I haven't seen that motherfucker since Marriage Boot Camp. Literally have not laid eyes on that dude since we filmed that show like 4 years ago. I don't think about him. I don't pray for him. I could care less what happens to him in his life or his journey. I just hope he stays the fuck away from Marcellus. Anyways. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, XXODanielle, and follow my other Instagram, Swallow Podcast. Don't forget to follow my podcast as well at on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and it's available on Dash Radio at 11 p.m. on Thursdays. And don't forget to buy my book, Don't Be That Bitch, on Amazon. Support me everywhere. I love y'all. Have a great day. And when you're having sex with these motherfuckers unprotected, ladies, make sure that if there is a fucking chance that you could be pregnant, make sure it's with a good motherfucking man. You guys might not end up together, but make sure it's a man that's going to step up to the plate and be the dad your child needs. Don't be my sister's baby daddy, or don't have sex with someone like my sister's baby daddy, because the red flags are there. Pay attention to them. All right? Pay attention. Love y'all.